Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to a daily energy check. This is going to be a classic check-in, so we're going to take a look at the energies of the feminine and the masculine collective. We'll get an answer to an additional question to find out what is happening on the journey, what do we need to pay attention to know of. And then finally we'll get some messages in love for each of the twins. And of course, depending on your situation, this could be towards your twin flame, it could be towards your soulmate that you're with right now, or if you are in separation, if you're single, then it can be just general advice on in terms of attracting love, in terms of things that can bring the right person into your life. All right, so let's start with a quick oracle message. I'll be using the Cosmic Journey Oracle for that today. And let's pull a card for Divine Feminines to start with. I hope you guys enjoyed the 2025 predictions reading that I recorded yesterday. That took a while. But there are timestamps for each of the zodiac signs. And I don't usually do zodiac readings for twin flames specifically. So, you know, that was almost like an extra special occasion. And yeah, I hope you checked it out. If not, I'll leave a link in the comment below so you can. Obviously there's still plenty of time, and for each of the signs I did a message in terms of the twin flame union and also general messages of advice. There were also oracle themes that are important for you to acknowledge for next year. All right, we are fast approaching new moon in Capricorn. This is the second new moon of December, which I was talking about at the beginning of the month and I almost forgot about it myself. I think it's called Black Moon in some traditions, and of course it's considered something very special. It doesn't happen very often. The same thing with blue moons when it's a full moon happening for the second time in the same month. But we will focus, I'll do a special reading for that. It's going to happen next week, so it's like Monday, Tuesday, depending on where you are on the planet. But I am going to be in Sweden by then, so I will definitely record it in advance. I might actually post it a little bit earlier, just so that you can also get ready. You can get some, this is that moment where you can make use of extra time, maybe think of some specific intentions you want to set, since this is a new moon and it's just happening on basically New Year's Eve, right? So very powerful time, especially if you recognize New Year's on the 1st of January, if you celebrate it. And maybe you'll want to do some rituals, who knows? I know I'll be doing rituals when I'm in Sweden. When we'll also add Northern Lights to all the above. And yes, on the 1st of January is going to be 1-1 portal, and there will be a special reading for that as well. Hopefully I'll have time and energy to record everything that I have an ambition to record before I leave on Saturday, but yeah, we'll see. Anyways, feminines, your card is number 4. Ask wonderfully, receive graciously. And look at this Lammas gate symbol, right? It's like this perpetual flow of giving and receiving, right? If you ask with love and with good intention, that is you're definitely gonna receive. But yeah, be careful what you wish for, because some manifestations take a while, and by the time it comes true, you may change your mind about it. Right? And another thing is, of course, leave some room for interpretation of how exactly it's going to come to your life, so leave something to the divine to figure out, so that it's not just like very prescriptive. Unless you're asking for a sign, then be specific, right? So you recognize it. You're asking a question, so like, give me a sign if this is in alignment, or I should make this choice. And if I'm on track, then I'm gonna be hearing a song by this band tomorrow, or I'm gonna see a blue butterfly or something that is it can happen. Well, even the blue butterfly, even the blue butterfly, right? I can set it up. Obviously in the place where I am, it's cold, it's winter, and I'm not going anywhere anytime soon where I'm gonna see any butterflies, like the alive ones. but it doesn't mean I can't see the image of a blue butterfly, right? So yeah, whatever comes to your mind first can be your sign. For masculines, we see number 21, polish your mirror for perfect clarity, right? So this is dealing with prejudice, dealing with some kind of inner judgment that you might have towards a specific belief, a specific person, specific area in your life, right? Or if you do come across some kind of new experience or meet a new person, then just be mindful that you don't judge too soon, you know. That's what I'm gonna say. And you know what's the most interesting, that we actually together we got my birthday here. 4/21 is my birthday, so definitely a sign for me. I like it already. Okay, I already forgot what this deck is called, and I almost set myself on fire with the candle. The Dreaming Way Tarot. To be just a little bit cautious with the fire around me. All right. Bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it is Sagittarius energy. Well, we actually just said goodbye to Sagittarius season. Happy birthday, Capricorns, and I'll be starting my January reads with the Capricorn, by the way. But I like that. I feel like, especially around the holidays, we all want to believe in the miracle, you know, and we should believe in miracle at any point in our life. But this is the time where even people who are generally skeptical, they believe, and there's a lot more potential in the collective for the miracles to happen. So remember that and stay in that miraculous wonder where you're looking forward to it, you're calling that in, and you're definitely setting your intention. So what is it that you want to call in? Bottom of the deck is King of Wands in reverse. Very interesting, because I usually don't have reversals, but I guess that's how I picked up the cards the last time I used them. So we'll use the cards the way they're laid out. So to me, King of Wands in reverse is very much of like not rushing with anything, not going for something just out of impulse, you know, and asking the universe to co-create, right? Or asking the opinion or asking to guide you. So it's not just out of the emotion or out of ego, right? But you can get a confirmation that it's aligned. It's supposed to happen. Feminines, your energy is 5 of Cups, clarified by Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So there is a feeling of betrayal I'm hearing for some, or some sort of confrontation. It could be with a friend, it could be with a colleague, it could be with a twin, of course, right? But it's somewhere where you're like, I didn't understand what happened there. How could that person do to me, right? And then fill in the blanks. And what I'm going to say to you is, while it's important to kind of grieve and, you know, release and find closure for yourself in that situation, while, like, until you have it closed out, it keeps you away from starting something important in your life, and can be connected with abundance, you know, with building something, with creating something, with, sorry guys, I'm gonna creating something, or maybe starting a new project, starting a new partnership with someone, right? So just be knowledgeable of that and make informed decisions on how you want to move forward. What I would recommend is to do a meditation or ritual. You can do Ho'oponopono in order to reach forgiveness. And it works, and the way we work with forgiveness energies usually goes both ways, regardless of who started it and who objectively upset who, right? It's about forgiving yourself and forgiving the other person. And in most situations, let's be clear, there would be both energies, right? Because somebody upset you, and you can speak of those specific times, right? And that will be then needing to forgive them. But you may still be blaming yourself for, like, getting involved with the person in the first place, or not being more prepared, or not seeing through their agenda, whatever else, right? And then for that, you need to forgive yourself. So in most places, and it actually works both, like if you hurt someone else's feelings, it will also work both ways. So do it both ways for sure, no matter what your ritual of choice is. Masculines, your energy is 7 of Wands clarified by Queen of Cups. Oof. So masculines actually are looking to protect their viewpoint on the femininity and possibly actually divine feminine, right? They might be defending their position or defending you, divine feminine, to their friends, to their family, right? Just to some people who still have very old views and beliefs on the feminine energy in general, or how those girlfriends are, especially if your masculine objectively has a lot going for them, like they're attractive, they have money, something, and that makes those people around your DM think that, yeah, this girlfriend is just one of those that's after whatever you have to offer, right? And your person feels like they need to defend it. And there's definitely both sides of the coin there. On the one hand, the person is upset that they actually need to, it feels like hard work to feel like you are accepted in their reality, in their life, and those people around them, like a kind of part of their life, right? So they're upset that it feels like a hard work that they need to do. It shouldn't be that hard, right? But on the other side of it, they also realize the more they have to give some arguments and protect you, the more they realize how different their viewpoints are from these people. And they don't have a problem to kind of build stronger boundaries with them. But also how much more valuable they feel the feminine is in their life, right? Because they're in these conversations, they're reevaluating what's really important, what really matters. And they're like, wow, yeah, this is an eye-opener, big time. What's the additional question today? 7 of Cups clarified by 4 of Wands. Ooh, finding direction towards union. There's so many things to do. There's such little time. There's so many things that need to be done all around, asking for your attention. So what do the twins need to pay attention to in order to get the union closer, or to move closer to union energy? What's really gonna move the needle here? For feminines, it's Knight of Wands clarified by 3 of Swords. And look at that, the Knight of Wands is looking at 3 of Swords. It's like usually the Knight of Wands is going straight forward. Whatever they want, they just go for it. In this case, the Knight is like still looking back and thinking, ooh, I'm not sure, but this sounds risky, or I've been burned before by this. Their second thoughts. Look at your second thoughts, feminines. Look at what's stopping you from going all in. And it doesn't mean don't be cautious or don't care about your heart, but try to see where your reluctance to move forward has to do with certain hurts, with some of the wounds that haven't been healed yet, that maybe need your attention at this time. For masculines, we see 2 of Wands clarified by King of Swords. Okay, so, and in this case, it's also interesting because 2 of Wands guy is looking away, kind of in the distance, and King of Swords is looking at them. So make sure that you make your choice, divine masculines, out of what feels right intuitively, right? You don't need to ask anybody's opinion. You just need to go with what you feel is gonna, how do I put this? There may be some logistics around your situation, right? Like, maybe you feel like you need to make more money. Maybe you think that you need to move to a different place. Maybe your person actually lives far away and you're trying to come up with a plan of how are you going to move towards them. But the point is, maybe especially if you haven't talked to your person about it, they may not be on board with it, right? Maybe they don't like the place where they live, and they'll be like, well, why would you want to come here, right? Maybe I want to come live with you where you are. So before you move forward with your plan, just kind of take a step back and be open-minded, or talk to your person if they're already in the picture and you feel like you can be making plans with them, right? Because whatever feels logical and correct, realistic for you may not work the same for your person, and it's not that obviously there are no wrong turns on this journey, but it may just delay it, or your person will be like, why didn't you even talk to me about it? Like, I would appreciate it, so we can make these decisions together. Maybe it will also mean wasting some resources that you have on stuff that you didn't have to waste money on. Okay, before we leave, let's get messages in love. Messages for Divine Feminine, please. Stabbed in the back. Yeah, I feel like that's that heartbreak. Please clarify. All right, I got 2 more cards. Sunglasses and Hammer. So stabbed in the back is quite obvious. It's heartbreak, pain, deception, shocking attack. Sunglasses are looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception. Then Hammer is sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Right? So work on your perception of what happened with that heartbreak that's still bothering you, that's still on your mind. Right? You may not know the whole story, and that's actually part of the reason to do that whole Ho'oponopono meditation for forgiveness. And that could be part of that message to calm your brain. Like our brain is trying to figure everything out. It's like trying to make it complete. It's trying to find sense. Especially if there's no way for us to talk to the person and figure it all out. Right? But at the end of the day, you don't want to live in that energy. You don't want to ruminate about it. Right? It's going to be draining you. And it's not going to allow you to heal your heart. So it's important to review your perception. Find peace with what happened. Heal your heart. And my recommendation is do that forgiveness exercise. I mean, you can do anything else regarding forgiveness, right? Maybe you have a good meditation. Maybe you're working with a therapist and you can, consult them on this. Whatever feels more comfortable and convenient for you. For masculines, we have the Chaser. That's interesting. And separation, sadness, missing you. Yeah, so that's probably especially for those people whose situation looks like this. We saw this for the feminine energy, but this could have been argument that feminines had with masculines, right? The masculines are now in this sadness. They're yawning for their feminines. It doesn't have to be an actual fight, of course, right? But there is that sadness, and there is a desire to chase. There is a desire to, to kind of plead guilty, I'm hearing, or to make some promises to the feminine, do something to prevent the feminine from getting away or making choice towards somebody else. There is certain level of fear there. So for masculines watching, what I would say is definitely look at codependency in relationships. Look for that information. Again, there's so much these days about it. And it's not to put yourself into guilt and shame of like, oh my God, this is so unhealthy, right? But see where it's coming from as much as possible. And how can you balance your energy within your own right? That you don't feel that itch to chase. That you can find certain level of comfort and balance within your own energy, right? And then it's not even gonna feel that scary, like if it's your person, it shouldn't feel scary ever anyway, right? And then you can manifest out of place of balance, which is the best way to manifest what you desire, and not out of place of codependency and fear that the person will leave you behind and choose someone else. Okay, I hope this was useful for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time.